What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Ask Alex, where this is the show where I answer all of your questions that you have sent to me. If you want a question on this show, it's very simple. All you have to do is send me an email at static145910@gmail.com, or you can instantly just tweet me at Mr. Alex Hampton on Twitter, or you can leave a comment under this video under my Instagram, Mr. Alex Hampton. Now that I've gotten that out the way, let's get into our first question of the day. So our first question comes from a Todd Brown, and he writes, "Hey Alex, I was wondering, what are your thoughts about the Kevin Hart Oscars controversy?" Well, thank you for your question, Todd. So if you guys don't know, Kevin Hart recently became under fire about some tweets that he made back in 2008, 2009, nearly 10 years ago, about things that he had said about the LGBTQ community. And here's my take on it. Before I give you my take, I want to caution and say that I don't mean to offend or hurt anyone's feelings. I have nothing but love and respect for the LGBTQ community. I have nothing against you guys in that community, so I don't want my opinion to hurt anyone's feelings. And if I do hurt someone's feelings, I do apologize. I apologize. I say it on camera. I apologize. Here's my thing. This was an attack on Kevin Hart's livelihood. Some troll or trolls decided, hey, Kevin Hart just got nominated for the Oscars. Let me see what I can do to ruin Kevin Hart's life. So they got on the computer. They went through his Twitter feed, over 50,000 plus tweets, and found these old tweets that happened 10 years ago and brought them back to life. And it ultimately caused Kevin not to host the Oscars anymore, because I believe the Oscars were trying to get him to apologize for things that he had said 10 years ago. And see, here's the problem that I have with this particular situation, is that anytime a man, especially a black man, is trying to elevate himself in different opportunities, there's always someone or something trying to rehash or bring up something that he had said or did over 10 plus years ago to smear his character and his livelihood. And that's the issue that I have. This was an attack on his livelihood. And it's sad that he couldn't host the Oscars. Keep in mind, he did apologize for these tweets back in 2008, and he did apologize to these tweets in 2018, and even recently in 2019. We're just in 2019. So he's apologized for these old tweets, and he's gone on this one show on ABC and said, listen, I'm not going to give this topic any energy, because it's taking so much energy from me, and it's all negative energy, and I've addressed it. I've addressed it multiple times. I've apologized, and I've grown and evolved from those tweets. We're living in an era where people are celebrating negativity. We want to celebrate what he said and what he did, and all in a negative way. But we can't see how Kevin Hart has evolved. Let's just think about this. Let's break this down. Somebody went through 10 years of tweets. They couldn't find any tweets from 9 years ago, 8 years ago, 7 years ago. They found tweets that were literally 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Why are we having this conversation? How many times does Kevin Hart have to keep apologizing for something that he did 10 years ago? He's already apologized for it 10 years ago, and even now recently. So at the end of the day, this was an attack. And all the people who were involved attacking his career, I'm sorry. You guys are evil people, and you need some help. You need some help. You do. I don't understand why we live in an era where we're trying to take down men. Like, this is a guy. Like, Kevin Hart is a guy who oozes positivity. He oozes trying to help people, inspire people, employ people. This is a guy who's literally stepped it up in Hollywood like no other man has. And we want to try to take him down for what? For something that he said 10 years ago? That he's addressed and apologized for? And grown and evolved? I'm sorry. Kevin, I love you. You're great. You are an awesome dude. Keep doing what you're doing. And again, don't mean to offend anyone, but that's my take on the Kevin Hart controversy. Let's go into the next question, coming from a Jessica Wright. And she writes, "Hey Alex, did you watch the R.Kelly documentary on Lifetime? If so, how has this changed your view on R.Kelly's music? And do you think people should still be playing his music?" Well, thank you for your question, Jessica. It's very simple for me. The answer is no. Nobody should be playing his music. Has this changed my view on his music since the documentary? Has it changed my view? I'm a DJ. I do play music. I do DJ from time to time. I don't play his music. I stopped playing his music because the Lifetime documentary did change my view. There are some things that I did not know about R. Kelly. Keep in mind, like, when we heard the whole things that he did way back in the day, where he had this sex tape with this underage girl, he peed on her, had sex with her, all this other stuff. I never saw the tape. I'm only 25, so I'm not that old. I never saw the tape, but there is a tape floating around that he did, and he beat that case. Mind you, I didn't know enough about R. Kelly, so as a DJ, I played whatever was popping. But given the recent events of this documentary, I have a daughter. I would never endorse a pedophile. Like, I'm a father. I would never do that. So I'm never playing his music. I've never been to a concert, but I would never go. I'm not endorsing him. I'm not supporting him. I'm not streaming. I ain't doing nothing that has to do with R. Kelly. I think everybody should denounce him. I think everybody should stay away from him. And R. Kelly should go to jail. Because let me tell you something. If it were my daughter, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail for severely punishing R. Kelly if he ever tried my daughter like that. So that's where I stand with that. But thank you for your question, Jessica. Let's go on to the next question, coming from a Teresa King. Excuse me. And she writes, "Hey Alex, the new SpiderMan Far From Home trailer came out a few days ago, and I noticed that there is no mention of the events of Avengers Endgame. Does this movie take place before Endgame or after Endgame?" Thank you for your question, Teresa. Well, here's how I'm going to address this. So, if you guys don't know, there's a recent Spider-Man Far From Home trailer that just came out literally about a week or so ago, right? In the trailer, we basically see Peter going on summer vacation with his friends to Europe, and they encounter some challenges, and they encounter a new villain, which is Mysterio. But in the trailer, there's no mention of the events of Infinity War or Endgame. So we don't know where this movie is taking place by the merit of this trailer. However, Kevin Feige said months ago during the promotion of Infinity War that to set up the next phase will be Spider-Man Far From Home, Black Panther 2, and Doctor Strange 2. So we knew that these characters were coming back, right? But we don't know when this movie is taking place. My opinion is that this movie is taking place after Endgame for these reasons. There's a screenshot of Peter Parker's passport. I'll pull it up on the screen, where the date it's issued in the year is CGI'd out. It's gone. So that tells me that this movie is taking place literally after Endgame. Now, for those of you who don't know, he died in Infinity War. He got dusted. And he is supposed to be in Avengers Endgame. We don't know what Endgame is going to entail because we haven't seen the movie. But I'm willing to bet whatever happens in Endgame is about to shape the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I think that the movie takes place after Endgame with some different type of repercussions that basically reset a lot of things. So I can't wait to see where this is going to take us. And yeah, I think it takes place after Endgame. That's my take on that particular trailer. Thank you for your question, Jessica. And now we're going to get into our final question here. I have a little bit time left. And the last question comes from a Alan Banks. And he writes, "Hey Alex, as an aspiring director, I want to know how to get started in directing a film, and I want to know how much does it cost to make a short film or a film in general." Okay, I'm going to keep this kind of short and sweet. I probably should do a video of how to get started in directing films, but that's neither here nor there. So, okay. The answer to the second part of your question is just the easiest. A short film could be any price. My first short film was filmed on, my first 2 short films were filmed on my iPhone, which cost me literally nothing. Okay, my third film was shot on my Canon T6i, and I spent about $2,000 on that short film because I bought tech. I bought a camera, microphones, and a MacBook Pro to do production on that film. So it can cost anywhere from $0 to $5,000 to $5 million on a short film. Same goes as a regular film. You can spend amount of money you want on a regular film, a cinematic film that's going to be played either on theaters, streaming services, or whatever the case may be. So the budget can be endless when it comes to movie making. Now, how to get started, I would recommend take a screenwriting class. You have to learn how to write a script first. If you don't know how to write a script, it's kind of hard to go from not knowing how to write that to directing a film. So I would learn how to write a script. Also, look up YouTube videos of how to shoot a scene and how to set up a scene and the importances of setting up your characters. I know for a fact, as when I did Static Shock, the movie, nobody taught me how to direct a film, but I had to learn how to do it. So I studied. I looked at YouTubers who direct films. I looked at different famous directors who direct their different styles of how to direct a film and how to act in the film. I did my homework before I started this. So I would recommend you do your research, study the craft when you get involved in this particular stuff. Once you study the craft and get an understanding of how to get started in this, directing a film will become somewhat easy and really quick to learn as you're doing it. You have to learn by doing. So just do it. So that's my take on it. I'll probably put out a video. Explaining this a little bit more. But thank you for your question, Alan. That is my show. Ask Alex. Thank you guys for watching this show. You guys have been an amazing audience. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this video. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and support my Patreon page. If you donate just $1 to my page, it helps me support all the different expenses of my YouTube channel. You guys are an amazing audience. Thank you for watching this video, and you guys have a blessed day. Thank you for watching this video. If you're not a subscriber to Brand New Productions, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube page by clicking this button right here. And also, if you want to see all the different content that I'm putting out, go ahead and click on this video up here or this video down here, where you get to see all the different content I'll be coming out with, whether it's short films, movie reviews, or any other thing that I'm doing on this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. You guys have a great day.